Scott, that all happened fairly quickly in that last session when you guys went back into bat. How do you sum up the situation of the game?
Yeah, it happened real quick. I think that was sort of what we predicted. Like if you get the ball like new in these overhead conditions, it can happen quick. And yeah, they were on fire for a good part there. And I think obviously Greeny batted really well, so that's a good positive. And then hopefully we're going to go into tomorrow and hopefully build on our lead of 180 now.
You've been involved in a fair amount of pink ball cricket back in Australia. Are these conditions much more challenging than you'd find in Australia?
Yeah, definitely. I think in Adelaide, I reckon the last hour is pretty much pitch black. When here it feels like it's 2 hours, plus the extra half an hour that you get before that. So a little bit more extreme than back home in Australia.
Were you expecting it to be a possibility that you could play this test, the last one in the series?
I've been preparing to play, even though I'm probably not going to play, but my preparation doesn't change. I'm trying to give myself the best opportunity that if something happens morning of the game or whatever, that I'm ready to go. So I didn't really find out till too late, but like I said, I'm always preparing to play. So if something does pop up, then I'm ready to go.
Was it sort of at training across the days leading up to the game that you got an inkling that it could be a possibility of a four-man pace attack?
Yeah, just a little inkling from Pat, but it was pretty late in the piece, I guess. Yeah.
What were the conversations like with Nathan around that? Obviously, would have loved to play that game, but how has he been with you?
He's been great. I think once he found out from the selectors and that, he pretty much texted me straight away. So he just said good luck this week, and I'm glad it's me taking his spot. But unfortunate for him, but I think he's going to come straight back in next game wherever we play.
And what about the opportunity, I guess, to play alongside, Pat, Mitch, and Josh? You're always sort of playing when one of them's out of the side, but to play with all three of them at once must be feel pretty good.
Yeah, it's cool. Like to play with three of the best fast bowlers that Australia's ever had. I've been pretty lucky there, so I feel like it makes my job a fair bit easier when you got those three guys. That if I'm having an off day, then they're going to pick up the slack. So pretty cool to play with those guys, especially with Starkey in his 100th test.
Could you envisage any circumstances other than the big Duke's ball where the four of you could play together? Like, could you see it ever happen in Australia at, say, pink ball?
Probably not. You can see, like, when Gaz bowls with the pink ball, especially in Adelaide, he gets it bouncing and spinning a lot. So it's probably only going to be a one-off. Like, I'd like to play as many games as I could, especially with those other three guys. But I probably envisioned it. I probably see it going back to sort of the norm, especially once we get Greeny back bowling for the summer as well.
What do the next few months look like for you? I know you just came first, but what will look like after this?
Probably have a bit of a deload, and then we'll play some Shield cricket before the start of the summer.
And what do you think's a realistic chase here for the Windies? Like, obviously pretty tough.
Yeah.
What would you be comfortable with?
As many as we can get. I wouldn't want to put a number on it. But I don't know. It just depends if we get the right overheads. Like this afternoon we were bowling that first session. It felt really hot, steamy, but once we got there in after the lunch break, it felt a lot more comfortable, and I think we got into a pretty good groove then.
How have you found bowling with the pink Duke's ball? Obviously only a small sample size under lights last night, but still doing plenty this afternoon.
Yeah, still did enough today. I think in the training session we bowl where pretty much everyone uses brand new balls, it feels like it's doing heaps, but and then you saw last night Starkey had the ball going everywhere. And it felt like our one went maybe a little bit soft today, but still stays harder than the Kookaburra one. So you definitely feel more in the game as the innings goes on.
You played with it against Sammy Qantas, a pretty tough tour for him. Looked pretty dejected when he came off. How has he been? All the lads been trying to get around him.
Yeah, it's pretty hard. But he's been. You wouldn't know that how he's been going, if he's going well or not. He seems pretty level. He's always training hard, like you see him hitting hundreds of balls. I'm sure he's got a big future. It's not going to be the last game he plays for Australia.
Was there any specific feedback from the batters who came back in there during that last session about what was the most challenging aspect to it?
I just think the ball was moving the whole time. They had a brand new ball, especially as bowlers, and you got one session, you can really charge in. And I think you saw Alziri was bowling pretty quick there. Like, we weren't sure what was going to happen after yesterday when he was off the field for so long, but he must be fine.